This is the minetails SMP. Recently, me and my friend have been building up resources to eventually take over and rule this server. This server is unlike others, with features like custom enchants, crates with valuables stored within, player warps with farms and trading areas, public to all members. Using all of these features, we spend our days planning our takeover. Now, to introduce the main people, I talking am Oscar. I'm the main builder and, quite frankly, the smart one of the two of us. Partnered with me is Ethan. He focuses a lot in combat and yapping. Thanks to Ethan's PC, only his POV will be shown, making him the main man in this project when he actually does something useful. During our first few days, we get introduced to a very important member, Winter Plays. This member is a key part of our time on this server, introducing us to farms like no other, fully free to use. She gives us a tour of the farm area, explaining how each one works after the months of building it took her and her crew to get these together. Winter's farms range from iron farms, zombie farms, sugarcane farms, and even music disc farms. She shows us the free use villages that we can take advantage of during our time on minetails. Talking of being useful, I'm having to completely dub over this whole video as Ethan was so useful, he managed to forget to record the microphone audio from both sides. Thanks, Ethan. Anyway, here we go.
Right. Let's go.
This is where it all started. This random acacia biome, covered in wheat, lovely greenery, waterfalls, beauty galore. And Ethan is stealing the food population of the entire village for the next year and a half, and I was off to do the same. While Ethan was on his hunt for structures to help us, he had actually found this.
I don't think this ship should be parked like that.
Incredible find. And now Ethan is off to look for more structures, and actually in this specific instant he was looking for a plains village. Now, in his efforts to try and find this plains village so that we could acquire villagers for mending, efficiency, and Unbreaking 3, I was banished to the mines, and I was hunting for coal, iron, gold, lapis, diamonds. And while I was doing this, Ethan was, enjoying the lovely greenery, the trees, the nice breeze, and the lovely smell of the plants, while I was subjected to harsh environments, dealing with zombies, skeletons, and creepers. Unfortunately, you can't see how endangered I was because I never recorded my footage. But believe me, it happened. Now, after a while, Ethan actually found the plains village, and he was nice enough to let me out of my hole, and he let me enjoy the kidnapping of 2 villagers. The one with the hat was called Jeremy, and the one without a hat was called John. We didn't like John quite as much. He wasn't as swaggerlicious. Now, while we were trying to kidnap these 2, I had gotten news that an iron golem called me and Ethan disgusting and said that we were kidnapping innocent people. I was not going to have that. So I personally went up to the iron golem and got into an altercation. In my efforts to avoid being killed by this iron golem, Ethan tried to help. I was thundercunted halfway across the map. And in my pain and suffering, Ethan laughed, giggled. Almost as if in a fit of revenge. While Ethan was, trying to make a home for us because we had found our villagers, unbeknownst to him, his villagers were not being kept safe. As Ethan was coming up for some air after digging a relatively large hole that he was, I suppose calling our base for now, he was coming up and noticed that he was getting damaged somehow. Didn't know by what, but he was being damaged quite severely. Looks up and both of our villagers have been killed. Both of our villagers were murdered, no longer in the boats, replaced with zombies. Ethan was in shock, just standing there, not understanding what to do. And in a, moment of realization, he realized, our villagers are gone. John and Jeremy will never be again, and had to murder what remains. Now, by far the most useful thing that Ethan has ever experienced or done was find this trading hub. This trading hub had maybe not hundreds, tens of villagers, all for us to use. Harass, enslave. Now, when we realised that we wouldn't have to get the villagers, I once again laughed at Ethan. Now, the reason I laughed at Ethan was because he was under the impression that, oh my god, we have to get villagers. I was under the impression we have to get villagers. And when Ethan found that trading hub, we had a field day. Now, here Ethan is trying to find a good base location for us because that's what we needed desperately. Somewhere where we could call home. Our inventories were getting full and we needed somewhere to put our stuff. Ethan had found this nice little mine shaft that was shown a few moments ago, and I think he was scared by a creeper or something and decided to dig into the pits of hell. Now, here he is, making a crafting table and a chest, the basic necessities for a base. And in this server, you get given coins that you can spend on multiple different things, and he spent his on a supreme key. As I mentioned in the intro, the crates are so incredibly useful. Now, I wanted to come and see him because I had been in the mines for so incredibly long. Unfortunately, he said no. He wanted to get the crates. So, here he is, opening his crate. Let's see what he gets. He got $120,000 from that crate. Incredible. He was rich, over the moon at his wealth. Now, as he was celebrating his immense wealth and richness, he finally allowed me to come home. But just before I was able to send him a TPA request, I was being literally shot by every angle by about 16 skeletons. And in my terror and fear, Ethan made an enchanting setup, which, to be fair, was pretty useful to us because we would use it constantly. And while I was being attacked from every angle by creepers, zombies, and skeletons, he was having a lovely time placing his bookshelves. Isn't that nice? Now, rather than going the conventional way and crafting an enchanting table, with his immense wealth, he decided, what's the point of that? I can just buy one. So he goes ahead and buys one. And then finally lets me home. Finally, after being so long in the mines, so terrified for my life, he finally lets me come back. Here I am, geared out in diamonds. I decide to share my wealth with him. He was over the moon, rejoicing at the fact that I had given him enough to live. Now, this was an early stage of our journey to take over this server. And the first thing I wanted to do, as a builder myself, I wanted to fix the ugly state of our base. Oh my god, look at it. It's got granite on the walls, andesite, diorite. It doesn't even know what it's doing. Now, I decided to cover the floor in tough bricks because I thought that they looked pretty. And to be fair, they did. It went really well with the rest of the base once I was done. Now, what Ethan was doing, while I was slaving away making the base, was looking at pretty fields. Sunflowers, daisies, roses, poppies. Who does he think I am? I'm not a slave. This was both of our ideas. But no, clearly not. Clearly he had better things to be doing with his life. Not me. No, not me. I've got nothing better to do but to serve him for all eternity. Anyway, this part of the video is actually my favourite part. You can actually see how intelligent this man is. As he's going mining for whatever he needs, don't worry, I haven't already gotten enough. He aims for water and misses tremendously. Now, for a while, he just sits in complete and utter silence, not knowing what's going on. But eventually I calm him down and attempt to get his stuff back, but unfortunately it's long gone. So he's taken some iron gear, and I've asked him if he can make a sugarcane farm. After my long hours in the mines, I thought it was only fair. So here he is, mining some diorite and making a lovely sugarcane farm eventually. And I can't exactly remember what I was doing, but I'm sure it was useful in some way or another. Now, I'd like to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video so far. We have a lot of hopes for this channel, and as it grows, we hope that you stick around with us. Now, back to the minetails SMP and Ethan making my lovely sugarcane farm. Once he has finally completed mining this diorite, I decide that a good use for the diorite would be the roof. Now, I don't actually think about that yet, but as he's planting this sugarcane, I think, still in the mines searching for more diamonds, because as he died, I need to go and find him a new set of armor. Because as you can tell, he is completely butt-booty naked right now. Now, I finally returned with more diamonds for him. And as I return and give him his stuff, he decides that, nah, I'm not interested. Let me go talk to the villagers. And now he's gone off and doing something else. He may be undiagnosed, but I firmly believe this man has ADHD. Whilst I was making work on our base, Ethan had come home to look at the progress. But when he got back, we were greeted with this little nice surprise.
Before you go, can you make us... What the fuck? Ethan, RTP now, somewhere else. Ethan.
That is actually real. Okay, I didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real.
What the fuck do you mean you didn't think it was real?
I thought it was like a statue thing.
Bro, what do you mean?
Why, bro, why can you sneak up? Bro, I'm sat on the snow.
I'm at spawn.
Should I see if it... Hold on, wait. Let me go spawn. I'll put all my shit in a fucking... You just cancel my fucking teleport request, you bitch.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do the same as what you're doing now. I'm gonna put all my stuff in an chest.
Wait, don't go without me, because I'm intrigued, bro.
Oh, yep, still here, in the sugarcane farm. I wouldn't recommend moving.
Where the fuck did it come from?
I have no idea. It literally just appeared in here. Is it, like, actually hostile?
Hey, bro. do you like the bass? Yeah?
Oh, mint!
Do you? Hey. This ain't a warden. This ain't a warden. This is a person. This is a person. It's a person and a warden. It's a Celia mod. Why is it back? It's off. It's off, bro.
Oh.
I have a feeling we shouldn't live here.
See, I don't know. Go into... Hang on. Go...
After our close encounter with the warden, who eventually turned out to be a player, Winter, not to be confused with Winter Plays, the manager had messaged the both of us, apologising for Winter's actions. The manager, Psycho, was actually incredibly helpful to us throughout our entire time on minetails. Despite the minor home invasion and harassment, we were happy with the content we just got given for free. As a reward for our home being broken into by some random guy, we were given cute little plushies. I got a little spider plush, and Ethan got this cool glow squid.
Bro, I got one as well. I got a glow squid plushie.
That's all we have for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed our journey so far and get ready for the next few where we expand the base, explore trial chambers and eventually max out all our gear. Big thanks for watching and a large thanks to Psycho for helping make this video possible. Thanks to Winter Plays as well for the tour of the farms, showing us the behind the scenes of them too. We are really looking forward to carrying on this series for minetails and eventually trying to conquer larger and more populated servers. We will show every step of the way, going from having nothing more than iron pants and wooden hose to having it all, including the strongest weapon, the mace. I hope you've enjoyed today and stay tuned for the next one.